As we get closer and closer to the season ending, the rumor mill is starting. The rumor mill is starting. Ron Rivera. You remember Ron Rivera? He last coached, head coach of the Washington. What were they? They were the football people then, before they went to the Commanders. Ron Rivera was his last head coaching job was there. Well, when he hired, they were still the Redskins. When they ended, they were like the football people or whatever it was. They were like trying to figure out a name. His name's back in the mix. Ron Rivera's name is back in the mix, and they're talking about Ron Rivera may be up for the head coaching job of the New York Jets. The Jets. Woody, Woody, you're rich, and you can do whatever the hell you want because you're rich. But you're making your franchise so irrelevant. You're making your franchise feel very Cleveland Brownish. You're making your franchise feel very Jacksonville Jaguarish. And it's because you're in New York that you'll keep a level of what am I looking for? Relevance. There we go. Relevancy. Because you're in New York. But you're becoming a joke as a franchise. You're truly becoming a joke. And Aaron Rodgers didn't help you this season. Garrett Wilson saying that he wants out if Aaron Rodgers comes back. That's not helping your franchise. Like, you look like a joke. And I'm not saying that Ron Rivera is not a good head coach. I'm not saying that Ron Rivera is not a good culture guy. But we need to stop with the retreads. I'm sorry. I'm tired of the retreads. I really am. Like, I want to see the new age players, coaches ushered in. Like, do something different. Like, now's the time that you go. You want to go all out? Go get Ben Johnson. Go get Ben. Go find the next. I thought you gave Robert Saleh a raw deal. I thought for what Robert Saleh did with that franchise and what he was doing defensively, that's his side of the ball. I thought you were premature in letting him go, but because Aaron Rodgers was there, you were trying to placate to that and all that kind of stuff. You let some good people go. Like, you're going to turn into the Cleveland Browns of New York. But your good old Ron Rivera, he's in the coaching mix. Another coach that has name is surfaced. He stepped away. He went and just, I guess what Mike McCarthy did, he got in the barn and watch some ball. Pete Carroll. Now, this is an interesting pick. Pete Carroll has been reported, I think it was Adam Schefter, had reported that Pete Carroll is interested in the Bears head coaching job. I got to thinking, because initially I go, retread, old head. I may be out. Then the more and more I thought about it and I sat with the idea. If Pete Carroll, who I think is a really good culture guy, by the way, let me add that. I think Pete Carroll's a really good culture guy. I know it didn't end that way with the Legion of Boom, but he helped put the Legion of Boom together and got them to 2 Super Bowls. They should have won, but whatever, however you feel about the Russell Wilson / Marshawn Lynch handing the ball on the 1-yard line. I do think Pete's a good culture builder. And while Pete is an old head, 70-something years old, 73 years old, Pete got more energy than anybody. So Pete can keep up with the energy. And what made me kind of go, maybe this whole Pete Carroll thing might not be so bad. Because if Pete Carroll decides that he just wants to be the CEO of the team, meaning just a walk-around head coach, and he's going to go hire the young, the innovative, the creative, the fresh blood to run his offense, maybe run his defense, I could be into that. I could be into that. I could be into that so much so that when I started looking at the Cowboys coaching options, and Stephen Jones recently spoke and talked about, like, you know, we'll talk about the coaching stuff after the final game. Just for record, I want to be on the record and saying I still think that they are not going to return Michael McCarthy. Just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. But I don't think they're going to return him. And I don't think they should return him. Let me be very clear with that. Now, I know who I want. I want young. I want skinny jeans. Tapered or tailored, however you want to do them. I want ankles showing. Moisturize the ankles. Men, listen to me. Vaseline is a very, very good product. Use it, especially in the wintertime. I want updated iPhone 16, 17, 18, whatever version of the iPhone is out right now. I want an iPhone 12. I don't want a Razr. I don't want an Android. iPhone. Updated. With the max storage. I don't know what the 640 gigabytes. That's what I want. 640 gigabytes. And I looked at what I want and some of the names that Jerry might want. Of course, guys like Vrabel, I think is it because Jerry has a criteria, right? Jerry wants prior, it's like doing a job interview, like, oh, we want to hire you, but we want somebody that has 3 years of experience. Like, well, damn, I won't get the experience until you give it to me. Hire me and give it to me. But Jerry wants the guys that have head coaching experience. He wants guys that maybe probably won a Super Bowl or at least appeared in a Super Bowl. Jerry wants more of the grizzled vets in the coaching carousel, in the coaching world. So some names like Vrabel comes to mind. I think that's probably top of the list. I think he might spin the block on that Bill Belichick thing. I know he's at UNC, but that's just temporary. Bring back Mike McCarthy. My dark horse. And maybe he should stay in the dark. That's a different conversation for a different day. Just delete those emails. My dark horse, John Gruden, has won a Super Bowl, loves ball, can be a culture builder, can handle the chaoticness of, he was with Al Davis in Oakland. Don't get more chaotic than Al Davis in Oakland. Al and Jerry are probably like two peas in a pod, damn near, sometimes with some of their decision making, and they're meddling into stuff. But then that's when I thought more and more about this Pete Carroll situation. I said, hold on now, Jess. Maybe it'll find Pete a tailor. We would get Pete to go, hey, Pete, listen, 2025 here, brother. We don't need to lose khakis. But the Pete Carroll thing intrigued me because of the culture building. But if Pete Carroll is willing to go out and let's just say the Miami Dolphins decide to fire Mike McDaniels. If Pete Carroll goes, Mike McDaniels, you want to come be my offensive coordinator? Got a quarterback already in place. Got a number one wide receiver. Got a pass rusher on the other side, Micah Parsons. But offensively, we got some pieces here. And Mike goes, okay. I kind of get out of the AFC. I get away from Bills. I get away from Chiefs. I get away from Pittsburgh. I get away from Baltimore. Okay. Not too bad. I've had some time. I've been in the NFC before my time with McVay. Okay. And now Mike McDaniels comes to be your OC, and you can go get whoever your D. If Mike Zimmer wants to come back, he could be your DC. You might have sold me on Pete Carroll. You can't sell me on Mike McCarthy coming back. Can't sell me on John Gruden. I just can't. You just can't sell me on John Gruden. I'm the Belichick disciples. I'm out on. They don't have success in this league. Vrabel may have been the only one that's kind of had any sort of little bit of success, but I'm good on the Belichick disciples. They done nothing to this league but hold L's. All of them. So if Vrabel ain't coming with Bill Belichick, I'm out on him too. But this Pete Carroll thing, if the pieces are put together with him, you might be able to sell me on this.